will join me for my live drive, but maybe you'll catch me on the replay. So, this is Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel, Elizabeth B. SoCal. I won't be able to see any comments, I don't think. Well, I shouldn't because I'll be driving. So, hopefully, you'll leave comments. I can see them afterwards. I believe I can see them after the live stream. Not sure. It's been a while since I've done one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're one of my established subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I mostly do shorts these days, but I want to do some more lives and long form videos. Right now I'm driving home from the city of Corona in California. I met some family members for lunch. Now I'm headed back home. And even though it's about only 23 miles in California, 23 miles can be considered a long way. I'm trying to get my little thing to stay here because I've got my phone holder. I have it sideways right now, and for some reason it just wants to flip, which is really irritating. I know this is not the best view of me, but maybe you'll enjoy the conversation. In fact, you don't even have to look at me, just listen to me. Oh, I'm a little uncomfortable in front of the camera live for some reason. It's been a while. I think it's been almost a year. So, I am very excited about the holidays coming up. How are you guys feeling about that? Normally, I go to El Paso, Texas for Thanksgiving, but this year it's not doable. So I will be home and sticking to my lifelong promise to never cook a turkey. I never have and don't plan on it. So, not sure what's in store for this Thanksgiving. The familia that usually stays home will be dealing with that. Come on, phone holder. Just stay. Just stay. I really don't know why it's being so obstinate and wanting to lean. Normally, once I turn it, it stays. I wanted to get it before I go into the freeway. So hopefully that will work. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fall day. I mean, you can't ask for a better day. It's like 72, clear skies, a little bit of a breeze. Just so lovely, so lovely. Usually we have warm Thanksgivings here in Southern California, at least in my area. And we often wear shorts on Thanksgiving. I always pray for rain on Christmas, so it makes it feel like, you know, cozying up with their presents under the tree, or in my case with a good book after everyone's opened all the gifts. So I'm hoping for the month of December to do a live, at least for the first 25 days. And that will be my way of doing Vlogmas this year. I think 1 year I made it all the way through the first to the 25th. But things have happened in the last couple of years with my mom passing right before Christmas in the 2020. And it was also, she passed away 3 days before her 79th birthday, so I try to do the Vlogmas in her honor because she loved Christmas, and she also enjoyed watching everyone's Christmas videos. So I thought I would like to do these for her. So hopefully I will have my act together and do a live every day. I don't know how long they'll be. But I'm gonna make a topic for every live, and I'm put it on my community tab so you'll know what the topic is that I'm going to discuss on that day's live, and hopefully that'll inspire some of you to join me. It won't be hopefully as random as today's is, but I just felt like getting back in the groove. I love doing the shorts though. I have so many videos on my phone that I still have to upload for shorts. I could probably do another 2 or 3 months maybe of 3 times a day shorts videos posting. That's the kind of the schedule I try to do. I try to do one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. For those of you who do shorts, do you have a plan of action with your shorts? Have they been doing well? You know, at mine, some will do thousands really quickly. And then some slowly add up numbers, and then some never track at all. So I've tried, by looking at the times I upload and, all that fun stuff, figuring out when's the best time. But I've discovered I don't think there is a best time. And if there is, let me know. Or maybe you don't want to share that secret. I don't know. Trying to go from the Interstate 15 to Highway 91. And I don't remember which lane I have to be in. So I guess I should pay attention to the signs. That usually is helpful. I guess I could have put the camera up higher so you could see like the scenery, but I'm not sure how to do it with this particular camera holder. Maybe I'll buy another one that's just for that I can show another mount. I meant that will be easier to show you the outside because I use a vent camera mount. So we shall see. I did also buy some wireless microphones that I want to try because I want to start interviewing people, and I need to test them out because I even want to test it out when I drive to see if it'll sound better or not. We'll see. But I've had them for I think 3 months. I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. I had all these grand plans, and then things just, got in the way. So let's talk about some things we're grateful for. Well, I'm grateful for the lunch I just had with my family members. It was a sort of a reconciliation luncheon, so that was nice. And so I'm thankful for that, definitely. Thankful to have my job, primary job. There's been a lot of people who've been laid off in the last year at my company. I'm sure there'll be more. It affected my team greatly, and in addition, we had several people leave, which also affected it. So, in fact, when I get home, I will be doing some work because I didn't finish all my work yesterday, and I want to get it done because it's kind of important. All right. think I'm in the right lane now. Maybe not. Nope. Need to get back over. Sorry, people. I'm not one of those people that try to go all the way around. I'm really not. In fact, I'm going to go right here. Thank you. Thank you. I've got an incredible view of the mountains here. Some of our mountains have a little bit of snow, just a teeny tiny bit, which is what I was getting to when I was trying to say I wished you could see the scenery. Stream of consciousness talking, it just goes all over the place. Yes. Let's see. I've already been talking for 11 minutes. Wow. Come on, let's get to that 91 freeway. When I was driving out here, I was driving south to get here, and south side was pretty smooth sailing, and the north side looked pretty packed, and it has still stayed that way. There must be some like old-timey car show or something, because I just saw 2 Model T cars go by. Those are pretty cool. I'd be afraid to drive one of those on the freeway the way people drive out here, though. I don't think I could handle that. How weird. I just noticed that while I'm recording, it shows on my screen where the radio stuff shows, the media, shows my name, and it shows that the phone is going. So I wonder if it goes live, if it does. I've never noticed that. We'll see. No one's joined yet, so. Like I said, replay. Hopefully you'll watch the replay. That's interesting. Not quite sure why it's doing that. Almost to my en route to the 91. Sorry for a little bit of silence there. There was a bunch of people who were cutting in and out trying to get, like me, to the right place on the freeway. And the sign here, it's very confusing. It looks like it's 3 lanes, but it's actually 2 where you go on. So, anyway, I don't come out here that often. Sometimes I meet one of my cousins out here for lunch or dinner. And if you happen to be watching this replay, hello, Yvonne, I love you. Yeah, it's just like turtles trying to get over to this. It's how slow we're going. But to the left of me, they're going. Well, I could take that way and get off just a little north of my house, but who knows if that will end up being more crowded. You never know around here. You never know. Between accidents, crazy drivers, just the amount of people that are here. Whoa. Mr. Tesla snuck in there on me. Yeah, it's a good thing I was paying attention. So I'm hoping when I get home to see a fully decorated Christmas house, because I think that's what my nephew and his wife were going to do today, is decorate the house. And then they're going to go out and I will have the little baby Charlie, the one who's in almost all the shorts. I'll be watching him while they go to the movies tonight. Me and my Char hanging out. We always have so much fun. That's why I have so many videos of him. Because he's handy. He's right there in the house. And I get to spend a lot of time with him. But just in case my other nieces and nephews are watching, I don't love Charlie any more than I love the rest of you. He just happens to be in my house. Just want to make that clear. I love y'all. I do. It's funny, though, because Charlie loves making videos. But he prefers when I make a video like he's on my lap and he can see us both in the camera. He prefers those kind of videos rather than me making a video of him like playing and stuff. So I kind of have to catch him when he's doing that stuff so he won't see. Because if he sees that I'm filming, he usually will get up and come on my lap because he wants to do it that way. Which I think is hilarious because he's 2.5. So he already has his preferred way of filming. It is interesting. He really loves it. He loves to watch videos of himself. He cracks up and he'll point at them and be like, gets all excited. It's really cute. Going on a very slow roll on the bridge to get the freeway. So we went to this Mexican restaurant called Miguel's. Excuse me. And they had another one that's a little bit closer to me. But it said temporary closed. So today I asked them, I said, when is the other location going to open back up? And they said, that one's permanently closed. And I was like, no. But I will say the food was still just as good at this location. So we always have that. I love their salsa. It's so good. But what I liked at the other location of Miguel's, they would give you a little decanter, like, or carafe, I guess, full of salsa, so you could pour it out as you needed it, and it was a great way not to waste salsa, I felt, because you only pour out what you need. So I liked that, and it always tasted super fresh. But again, the salsa was still really good. And I tried something new today. It was called a poblano cheese crisp, and it's a fried flour tortilla. Oh, now I see why it's so slow. It's merging into one lane from two. That's why. Anyway, it's a fried flour tortilla, and it has jack and cheddar cheese, and then sliced poblano. I can never say that word correctly. Poblano chilies on top. Oh, good. And then I had a cheese enchilada because I love their enchiladas there. And I love their enchilada sauce. A lot of places have enchilada sauce that, I don't know, just doesn't sit right. There's something in the flavor that just, it's like I can't pinpoint what it is because if I knew I would say it and would avoid putting that in my own stuff. But I hardly ever cook anymore. Isaac and Ashley mostly do the cooking, so actually they do. If there's cooking in the house, it's 99.9 times they're doing it out of 100. Just with my schedule, it's really hard for me to cook right now. So hopefully someday that will change because I do love to cook. I really enjoy it. but I like to do it when I have time. So if I get laid off, I'll have plenty of time. I'm not asking for that. So. I do have a plan, though, if it does happen. So rest assured, I already have a plan in place. I will be working somehow. And I will get severance for a year plus 2 months working notice. So that would be 14 months I would have. And in that 14 months, I could make my other thing come to fruition. And if it does, that does happen, of course, I'll fill you in and see how that all goes. It would be definitely interesting for content because part of it would be starting a new business. So, let's see. So now y'all can see, if you are not from California or I've never been here, how long sometimes drives can take. Like, this is a Saturday afternoon. And like I said, I was only going 23 miles. So I've been talking for 21 minutes now, and I'm not even sure if I'm halfway home. We'll see. I'm not in a rush, so that's all right. Well, originally I was going to be in a rush because I was supposed to take Dominic, my nephew, to a rehearsal, but he's not going, so now I don't have to rush. Which is why I decided to do this live, because I could take my time. The freeway that I'm on, they have been widening for so long. And the one I was just on, they're supposed to make it even wider. And then, I don't know, I think it's been like 15, 20 years I've been working on all this stuff. And I don't think they'll ever be done in my lifetime. Because what they've done is, in this Riverside area and San Bernardino, they're just building, and all these people are buying these lesser, I'm not going to say they're cheap houses because they're not, they're less expensive, but in other states you'd all be like, that's a cheap house? Exactly. So people moved out there, of course, because, they want to have a bigger house, quality of life. They want to live in an apartment. Or there are apartments there, too, but you know what I'm saying. So, but the drives are just crazy. I mean, they do have the toll road for part of this. I haven't bought one of the transponders that I might. Does take, some time off of the drive, especially during the week when it's rush hour. Woo! It's crazy. So we are now passing where the Miguel's, where I wanted to go to, the one that's now permanently closed. See, that was 25 minutes away from here. It's a nice restaurant, though, the one they built. It's newer, and it's very nice. It's built in this area called Dos Lagos of Corona. They have a lot of shops, good restaurants. And the family I was meeting, they live out in Riverside, so it was, kind of middle-ish for us. So it worked out. We had a nice meal and a nice time. That's awesome. So I'm really excited to think of the topics that I want to cover for my Christmas. I'm not necessarily going to be Christmas vlogs, but for the first 25 days of December. I want to, kind of mix it up. Some be fun, maybe some silliness, some seriousness, possibly. I mean, one day will be, ooh, wait, how am I going to do this? Because I'll be gone for one of those weeks. I'll be in Seattle visiting my bestie. Huh. Maybe I'll go live from her house, like short live those nights. Or maybe I can get her and her husband to participate. We'll see about that. Maybe I'll get him to do some cooking. I have been trying to get her husband to have a cooking channel for the longest time. He is such a good cook, and he's very personable, and he has I think he'd have a great phone. I think he could build a channel quickly. I really do. So maybe I'll get him to do something like that. I will have to discuss with them. I'm glad I thought about this right now so that I can prepare for that. But even so, even if I just go into the guest room and just do a live for 15 minutes or so, I can do that too. So we'll see. We shall see. I don't know if we have any plans to go or do anything while I'm there, because I just go up to just hang with them. I mean, we always usually do something, like one day, do some exploring, but just basically, since she gets to be a move there, I just want to be with them. I don't care what we do. And we always have a nice time. I think she's going to be off work that whole time. I know I'll be off work. And sometimes I can be a dodo. When I was making my reservations, my flight reservations, I knew I wanted to leave December 17th. But I got very excited about a fare that was, I thought, on the 17th. So I booked it, and then I noticed, and I don't know, I booked it, I think it's September or something like that. But I just looked the other day, and I noticed that I booked it for the day early. So now I'm going to have off the 16th to the 22nd. I have to work the 23rd, and then I'll be off. Of course, 24th, 25th, and then 26th we get off for the holiday. But I just thought, wait, no. Yeah, that's how it works. I just thought that was funny. So I still have to work one day, but that's all right. I say that now and then watch there be what I call Rush Crush Fridays. Yesterday was one of those days, too. People were just, we need this right now, we need this right now, we need this right now. So I didn't get to get everything that I needed to get done, which is why I will be working when I get home. But it's very frustrating because, and like the day before Veterans Day, the 10th of November, literally like at 1 p.m., I get off work at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And like at 1 p.m., this lady contacted me. She said, this group really needs this. I do software delivery. They really need this right now. So I start doing it. And then they're like, oh, well, not these machines because these have something that conflicts with that software. What? Really? Really? Because I wasn't happy. Because I always need like an emergency, like the day before a holiday or day before on the Fridays, especially. You know, they always got something going on the Friday. So and so needs to work at home next week, and they don't have the software they need. They need it today, within the next 1 minute. Oh, okay. My they didn't get the software, and then you find out they have a laptop in a drawer and they've never taken it out, or it's a backup, and so they don't plug it in. How did you think they were going to get the software? This machine's turned off. Yes, those are the kind of fun things that I can do. All right. Oh, I see those two old cars again. There's two cars in front of me, and they're going very slow. Which I don't like, but I couldn't drive on the freeway. That would scare me. Because everyone wants to get around like I'm doing right now. And then the person in front of me, so now they will be next to me in a second. They look so cool. I wish it would be dangerous for me to film, but so I wish I had someone in the car with me to do that for me. Like I've been showing you all this cool stuff. Cool scenery, the cool cars. Yeah, they clearly are together. Now we've entered back into Orange County. So hopefully in the next 15 minutes or so, we'll see. Like if I got off the freeway now at this exit, it's the main street that is in front of my house, but it's like miles, 5 miles of main street. I just don't like doing that on the stop. So I go the long way around. But when you get to drive 65, it doesn't seem as. But if this were packed on the side, I would have just gotten off and just went down the highway, the street. I mean. And as I say that, it's slowing down, but I know it's because it splits into two. It splits into the 55 freeway and the 91. And I want to be on the 91 side. And the 55 freeway would be good if I was going to the beach, because that's where it ends up at Newport Beach. Not today. Oh, come on. There's always like the one person that doesn't want you to get over it, that has to speed up as soon as you got your light on. What is that about? I don't understand. So odd. Oh, I'm really, really glad that I didn't leave now to go to where I was, because it has stopped completely on the other side of the freeway. So, no thanks. Because I had asked them originally if they wanted me for dinner, and they said lunch would be better, which turns out it was, but crazy. So have you been doing anything interesting today, guys? Want to share what your Saturday has been like, or whenever you watch it, whatever day you may watch this? Because of course I'm optimistic, as always, that I'll get some views, right? When I finally have a chance to settle down tonight, I'm going to continue reading my book that I'm currently reading, which is called Surrender, and it's by Bono, the singer from U2. It's his memoir that he wrote. I think it's Surrender, 40 Songs, One Story, something like that. About halfway through. I've been really trying to savor it because I read rather quickly. So what I do is I read a chapter and I put it down and then I kind of ponder the chapter because I really want to savor this book because he's like one of my favorite people ever. So I'm a big reader. I get a lot of my books from I don't know if you've seen them. They're called either Little Free Libraries or Free Little Libraries. I cannot remember. I'll have to look that up. And I made a short that I haven't published yet of me going to some of them in my town. And now, since I made that video, there's like even like 5 more. And there's someone that right around the corner from my house. I can't have one. My HOA won't let me have one. I wanted to put one up, but they won't let me put it up, which upsets me so much. But anyway, people put books in them, and you take, the idea is you take one, you give one, whatever. So I get a lot of those. I get a lot of my books from those. And I've mostly passed on my books. There's some very few books I keep, like unless it's signed or like a very special book for some reason, because I just don't have room for how many books I read. And for years I would move them all with me, and I just said, forget it. I can't do this anymore. So I just downsized light, which you would laugh if you saw my closet, because you're like, you downsize your books? Yeah, I have like shelves in my closet full of them. And I'll probably make it some lights for my closet so you'll see the shelves of books. So we do have downstairs like a curio cabinet that was my mom's that I'm thinking about moving up and using it for some books. It's she bought it at an antique store somewhere in Northern California, and that was when she and my dad had a motorhome, so they just brought it back in the motorhome. But it's it's a very nice old cabinet, so I'm thinking about doing that. I haven't decided yet. What I really, 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 really want is like a wall of lawyers' bookcases, because that way then my books won't get dusty. But they're expensive, and I kind of want to have them built in. So I have other projects that need to be done, and that's a definite want. It's not a need. So they're doing just fine in the closet. So that would be my dream, is to have those. I just love the look of them, and I just think it would be cool. So I am not putting up my Christmas tree this year. I just have so many different things going on right to take a bunch of classes because I'm getting licensed as a foster parent. So I'm taking all these classes right now, and then I have classes I have to study for work that I need to take soon. Don't know when, but soon. And so I just said, just eliminate that extra thing. But I thought about it in my room. I love my bedroom. It has like a high ceiling, and my tree is really big. So I thought, I have enough room in my room. I can arrange it so that I can have it in my room, and I would actually enjoy it more because that's where I work primarily out of there, and read in there. I mean, I'm pretty much in there all the time, so I think that would be good to have it next year. And I'm excited because I've been planning what I'm calling a travel, and I've been ordering a variety of ornaments that had different pictures from different trips, and having them made into ornaments. And then I'm gonna make some postcards that I have. I collect postcards, and some of my favorite ones I'm gonna make into ornaments as well. So that should be done by next Christmas. Yet another project, right? So we'll see. But that's my plan for next year. You probably can tell that I was able to speed up again, which is nice. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. It's been a while since I talked for 42 minutes. Not straight, because I did take a few little second breaks. But... All right, we're at 42 minutes. So let's see. I'm going to say I'll be home by the time it says 50 minutes. Because we're going really good on this one, but I'm moving on to a different freeway in a second. So. And that's the home stretch. I just noticed a place I've never seen before. It's an indoor, like go-kart place. I have some nephews that would probably love that. I have to look into that. It's called K1. I never noticed it. Interesting. It always stinks this part. There's a recycling yard, and they have a fence there, but the fence, like, I guess it's gases or something, but you can see, it looks like steam, but it's coming out of the fence. There's like all these little things where the steam comes out, and it stinks. Oh, it's really bad right now. Excuse me, that was really bad. Normally I don't smoke because I have usually have my air on the recirculator, but since it's kind of a cool day, I just have it on the low setting where it brings the air from outside the car. That was not nice. Please go away, smell. It really made me choke. don't want to have a medical emergency while I'm making a live that no one's on. This may be all just for my own self, but who cares, right? It's a video. I made it. Getting myself used to being back in front of the camera again. That's all good. It's all good. I've gotten to the point with my videos. I mean, I've been doing YouTube for, I think, 8 years now. That I get excited when I do get a view that gets a lot of hits. But, I mean, a video. But I'm also content just to have the stuff out there. And, you know, my nieces and nephews, they like to watch some of the older, especially when they were really little and the silly things they did. And so that's really cool to have those on there for them. And just for myself, just reference things, you know, in your life. It's kind of like a journal in a way. So, you know, I don't expect to be a YouTuber who makes a living from it. And speaking of that, I wonder how many people who are content creators, A, make any money, and B, make a living from it, and C, have gotten rich from it. Because those are all different things. Getting money for it, getting paid for it, could be $1 or $100, whatever. You know, making a living, you know, you can live where you want to live. And then there's the rich part. I am very curious. I'm sure there's someone out there who has something about it, but I haven't really delved into it. But I was thinking about that last night, and then I got distracted and didn't look it up. But I should do that. I'm very curious. Going to be getting off of the freeway. So it's 48 minutes. Let's see if we get home within 2 minutes. Because it took me like 47 minutes to get there. But I didn't have as much traffic as I did. But I'd be curious to see if it isn't that much longer at 50 minutes. Because it seemed like it took me so much longer to get home, even though I knew that it took me 47 minutes to get there. I'm always fascinated by that. I always look and see how long it takes me to get places. I will not be home by 50 minutes. Because there's people who've gotten off the freeway and they're like sitting in the way. You know, when people turn left, for instance, or any time, but I guess, and the other light has turned red, but they're still in the middle of the street. That's the situation we got going on here. So there's no way I'll get home at 50 minutes because of that. But that's okay. I'll just ramble on. Oh, the guy here selling flowers. He's got some beautiful flowers. I wish I had some cash on me. He's got such a beautiful smile on his face. For those of you in other states, do you have people who sell flowers like at the highways or just? We have them everywhere. Like they don't even have to be right off the top of the side of the freeway, but that's where a lot of them are. But they sell them on street corners. There's one lady a few miles that she does grapefruits, oranges, and flowers, and she has them out like spread out on the street at this one corner a few miles away, and she sells a lot. I admire that kind of hustle. I really do. And we also have a lot of people who sell like fruit and juice off the side of the road. And then we have the elote man, as we call them, that sell the corn. Where they, I don't like it with the mayo. I like it with butter, but they make it like with mayo and they put like a spice on it. But I would either like it plain or with butter and the spice. I don't like mayo at all. It grosses me out. But we have those people that come around, and then there's like after the baseball games at NIM Stadium and after concerts or events at the Honda Center, they have people out there who sell, they're not hot dogs, but they're like brats, I guess. And they have these little rolling, for lack of a better word, barbecue type thing. And they just roll them up in the parking lots, and they sell a lot too. And they smell so good. So good. Come on, light, turn green. Thank you. So I'm just curious, for, like I said, those of you in other states, do you guys have that kind of thing? I like it. You know, I always know that I can get flowers almost 24/7. And they have such beautiful bouquets. And especially like if there's anywhere near like a cemetery, they have tons of people selling stuff. And now they're going to ramp up because around Christmas, they make all kinds of things for you to put on the gravestone. So this is like their heavy season, which again I think is really cool. Ooh, somebody's very expensive car, it looks like a Porsche, is banged up and is getting towed right now. I'm almost home. They're having what they call the Nutcracker Boutique, which around the corner from my house, and so I don't even know if there'll be anywhere for me to park because it ends at 4 and it's 3:10, so there may not be anywhere for me to park. Whenever they have like these special events, it's always hard to park around here because of that extra people being in the neighborhood. They also have what's really cool. It's a trolley that our town has for special events, so people could park at certain places. And right now they have like a pop-up where you can sit and wait for the trolley to come get you, so you're not out in the sun. It's nice, but there's still a lot of people who drive here, and then take the space in front of my house. There's a lot of people walking to their cars. So we'll see if I have a place to park. I will be surprised if there is. Oh, let's see. Well, there's nothing by my house. Go turn around. I think I found one place, maybe. Here come a bunch of cops. I had to crack my neck. Oh, that felt so good. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but oof, really felt good. Yes, I've been cracking my neck so long that sometimes I just have to turn it just the right way and it'll crack for me. I started cracking my neck when I was 11 because I saw it in the Goodbye Girl movie with Richard Dreyfuss and Marsha Mason, and he cracks his neck in it, and I thought, that's so cool. And so I went home and I tried it till mine finally cracked, and I've been addicted ever since. Okay, I am parking. Only 2 doors away from my house, not too bad. Well, it's 55 minutes. We'll see if any of you watch it through. I hope you do. And if not, I'll have a video of myself talking to myself. That's all right. But I hope you enjoy the replays. I hope you do. And please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I enjoyed talking to myself. You have a wonderful day. And remember to live greatly and live generously. Bye for now.